There, inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Tirico, Greg Oates, and welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now it's Dobbins, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
one caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
The career is my stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Deebo Samuel gonna get a chance to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense gonna make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it staring down a 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 30. First down, Broncos.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Second down, they need 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Dobbins. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A big play there for Washington. 42 yards.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And in motion is Brown. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught at the 3. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this 2nd half. interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Daniels going to keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit, taken down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads, both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Throw it. Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big-time play for the Broncos. 47 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos move out to a 21-3 advantage. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels on the run to the right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The motion man here is McLaurin. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
That's good.
I I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Daniels. He takes off, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Commander's first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Cooper getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point up and good from Moody. The Commanders get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.